Hello everyone, welcome to Urbanscape Bangalore, and in this episode we will look at a big plants of shade arrangement. I'm calling this big obviously because of the size of this ceramic container. This already has some plants in it and it needed some revamping, so at first I removed all the existing plants. Then removed all the soil and washed the container with water. You can rinse your containers with soap water and that could prevent any kind of disease from spreading to your new plants. So you can see here while removing the soil, I also removed these plastic containers I had put inside to reduce the weight of the ceramic container. So I will be doing the same this time also. Here you are doing two things: preventing the plastic pots from reaching the landfill, and you're using less potting soil, thereby reducing the overall weight of such big containers. So that was a small plant tip. Now the first thing is to cover the hole with a broken pot piece like this, with the concave portion covering the hole. Now for the potting mix, I'm going to add a lightweight and well-draining mix of sand, compost and coco peat of more or less equal proportion. Here I'm avoiding garden soil because that can increase the weight of the container. Now for the plants, you can use any kind of shade-loving plants you want, but make sure the plants require the same watering and sunlight conditions. So I'm using the Hydrocotyle vulgaris, the Boston Fern, Joy Pothos, Coleus and some small cuttings of Plectranthus Prostratus and some Sedums. Now add the potting mix first up to a level where you want to add these plastic pots. Remember, the pots should not come all the way up because the plants will not have enough soil for their roots. After the pot placement, add more soil up to 3 or 4 inches below the rim of the container. For a rough idea, you can place the plant with their pods inside the container to see how you want your arrangement to look like. So since the Boston Fern has the height, it will be my thriller. And you can either place it in the center or at the back. Since my container will be facing the wall, keeping it in the back is better. So if you have a centrally positioned container with no walls, etc., then a central focal plant position would be ideal. Now you can tease the roots to help the plant's roots grow outwards. After the fern, I will be adding my filler, which is this Hydrocotyle, which looks so much like the Pelia plant, but they are not from the same family. After that, I'm adding the Coleus for a pop of color, and then the Joy Pothos for its beautiful variegation, and it will also act as a spiller. Now backfill with some potting medium, and you can add your cuttings if you want. So I'm adding this Plectranthus and some of these sedums. Plectranthus I know over time will give me that Rapunzel look, which is oh so beautiful. Now the only thing left is to water the arrangement and place it in a shaded location. Mine faces the northeast. Again, as you can see, I haven't force stuffed my plants because I want them to enjoy the luxury of space and I want to let them do their own thing over time. This plant piece was constructed in July, and with time on its side, this is how it looks now. So as you can see here, the Hydrocotyle has just taken over the whole arrangement, and this is my first experience with this plant. However, I'm definitely not complaining because it so beautifully caresses the Boston Fern, which has grown equally big and is holding its ground. The Coleus though is struggling but has still not given up on me, and I can see some bright shoots of hope with these beautifully colored tiny leaves. The Plectranthus is small Rapunzel now, but I can't wait to see it unfurl its luscious mane very soon. The Enjoy is rather enjoying the company of these tough plants and is thriving, albeit slowly. So no complaints there. The sedum is like, let me do my own thing. I will come out when the time is right. And I later also added this Kalanchoe like stray plant which I found in a container. So folks, this is my plans of shade arrangement, and I hope that this would inspire you to create such beautiful garden dreams in small spaces. So with this, we've come to the end of yet another episode of Urbanscape Bangalore, and I hope you've enjoyed this program. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. The links are given below. Thank you for watching, and until we meet again, a very warm goodbye.